Imagine being called a friend of God. Do you understand that if you are a born-again child of God, that there is criteria or there are things that you and I must do in order for us to be friends of God? You can have a relationship with God and not be friendly with Him. I said, these are the words of Jesus. You are my friends if you do what I command. So there's a possibility that if you're not doing what He told you to do, then you're not really His friend. One of the reasons why people are experiencing so much church hurt is because of relationships that have went bad. And a lot of these relationships have been self-promoted instead of God involved. And if He's not involved in it, I'm telling you, except the Lord build a house, they're going to labor in vain that build it. You can build some houses of relationships that God is not in, and as a result, you wonder why the roof's always blowing off. You wonder why stuff is always blowing up. You wonder why things are always going south. Because sometimes we push things that God doesn't want us to have. Israel did this when they wanted a king like the other nations. God didn't want them to have a king. God wanted to be their king. But you know what God said to them when the prophet came to God and said, God, the people want a king? You know what God said to them? Give the people what they want. And sometimes against what He wants for us, He will give us things because we requested, not because He wanted us to have it. And you can do the same thing when it comes down to relationships. You can force relationships that God's not even in. Stand down there in the front of the floor for me. Okay, give me your hands. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna pull you up here, okay? Okay. Pull me down. It's a lot easier. My point is, if you don't have people that you can pull up, I promise you they're gonna pull you down. It's a lot easier to be pulled down. It's a lot easier to be pulled down with toxic relationships. And here's the thing. Come here for me, get a minute, Mel. In order for me not to be pulled down, all I got to do is let go. And see, a lot of times we wonder why we're being pulled down is because we're holding on to things we should have let go of. But the crazy thing about it is we call it friendships. Your friendship should be taking you up, man. They should be making you better. They should be improving you. They should be strengthening your mental state, not leaving you with a ball of confusion. You need to hear me, brothers and sisters, because we have sold this friendship tag real cheap and wonder why people's hearts are being broken, people are being frustrated, they're walking around with church, I want nothing to do with that church. It wasn't the church that hurt you, it was your friend.